Hello, I'm Cindy with Wisconsin Voices for Recovery, and this is Speak Out on Stigma. Today we'll be hearing from Elise from Eau Claire County. Hey Elise, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, I'm good. So, would you share with us some of the stigmatizing language you've dealt with and how it made you feel?
Of course. So I have a couple of examples. One of them being, I was in a meeting about a child and a family being in potential being reunified, and one of the participants of that meeting stated the mother of these children's best interest is to not be returned to their care. And just to speak on that, my children were in out of home care, and it took me a long time to come to my recovery. And um, it just really felt very hurtful. It was like, I'm sure people thought that about me and my children, and that my children are in my home and thriving, and so it's just you never know. And it was just very hurtful to me, and I'm very grateful that mother wasn't in the room at that time. It's just very a brief overview. It's an assumption, and it can be very hurtful, especially when you're dealing with the lives of families like that. The one other one that really sticks out to me, with a little context, I am in a parent peer support ish role at the Eau Claire County, and I had a worker say, "Oh, when people get out of prison, they just do the same thing and go right back." And I was like, really? Because I've been to prison and I work here. So it was just kind of a aha moment, like, oh, it's just an assumption that you just say or feel. And some people do unfortunately go right back. And you just don't think about that when you're the audience you're in. But at the end of the day, we all deserve a second chance, and just deal with the people. And I that one, it kind of made me giggle because I know that assumption, and it's hard to beat those odds, but luckily I've been able to do that. So
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Just kind of the emotional impact of assumptions, can be hurtful, harmful.
yes, and you never know who's in the room with you. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And how does stigma harm people seeking or in recovery?
of course. So stigma sometimes prevents people from seeking help for the fear of being judged or labeled as weak or irresponsible. Um, it lowers your self-esteem and increases shame. Personally, I never could have imagined ending up in a county position, with my record and my past and my, so you almost put yourself in that box. It can create barriers to employment, housing, and support, especially when you have what's your credit score? Do you have any criminal history? It doesn't say do you pay your rent on the first, so um, it increases the risk of relapse with not having as much support and feeling judged. And it definitely affects like the community relationships. People definitely, they have these opinions about people with certain backgrounds, with people in recovery, and they distance themselves due to misconceptions, and it leaves you without that strong support system that we all need. Most of us eventually want to lean on only our natural supports, whatever that may be. It could be our recovery community, our family, but it can distance you from those kind of things. So it just continues to focus on more of your punishment rather than your rehabilitation or recovery. So that's how I feel about the stigma harming people.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. And recovery can be challenging, and to
Yes.
to add stigma on top of that just adds
Mhm.
another barrier and makes it more difficult.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I just want to thank you for having me here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Elise, for sharing your
Of
views
course.
on stigma. Yep.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. And thank you to our viewers for watching. Speak On Stigma is a forum to raise awareness about the harmful impact of stigma on those in and seeking recovery. Recovery is for everyone. Together, we can eliminate stigma. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Thank you and have a good day.